Okay, we just gonna jump right into the video. Come in, come in, come in and sit down. Thank y'all for clicking on the video. But I don't know how this video is gonna start out because yesterday I had every intentions on vlogging for you guys, but some shit had popped off. I mean, it went the fuck down. Excuse my French. But I'm probably gonna scratch majority of that video because it was like 10 or 11 minutes of me just talking to you guys about the previous video that I'm gonna post before this one, because like I have a lot of videos in a queue. Your girl just ain't found the time to sit down and edit everything and execute it how I want it to be prior to uploading it. So that's why your girl be lagging when it comes to the uploads, because I really be trying to get these videos out to y'all, but life be life, man. Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And y'all know I don't play when it comes to any of my kids. Let's start there. So I was vlogging for you guys. I did my little Walmart run, and then I went to go get the car wash. We had drop Bay off at work. Yesterday was like a holiday, I think President's Day or something, because today is Tuesday. Today's like, I don't even know the date, but that's neither here or there. I'm washing my car, and I get a call from my niece. She like, and mind you, my niece is Kishani. We call her Kiwi. She in Atlanta. She lives in Georgia, I believe. Anywho, I just know she ain't in AZ anymore. And there was a time when she was living in AZ, she stayed with a friend of hers that stayed like 5 or 6 blocks up the road. Like real close to us, but not close for like Lante to be coming and going. Because I keep him in the vicinity of the apartment complex, and then he goes to like a nearby park. That's as much as he get. And then he do have a friend that kind of live over that way too, that since he got his scooter, I've been letting him take a little adventures or whatever. So when I got the call from my niece, I wasn't going to answer at first because I was in the middle of washing the car. I think I was vacuuming or something. And then I had my music playing, so it was hooked up. My phone was hooked up through Apple Play, CarPlay or whatever. So I was like, I don't even know if I should answer it, but I answered it just thinking, let me just answer this. It might be something serious. So I answered the phone, and she like, Auntie, why Latte just was at my friend's house, and he just told me that Latte showed up at his house. I don't even know what that text message is talking about. Did I hear back from anyone yet? Oh, probably about Zamir's autism evaluation. I gotta tell y'all about that too. Anywho, she like, yeah, Lante at my friend's house, and he just told my friend that he got punched in the face by a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old. I don't even remember. I think it was a 16-year-old. That's all I needed to hear. But I was still calm about it because I'm like, Lante ain't even called me. Why? You know, it wasn't clicking at first. I'm like, but mind you, my niece used to stay with this person, so he grew on us. He's more of family more than a friend. So anytime Lante getting a little tussle or have an issue with some kids that's older than him, he used to have a habit of running over there. And I wouldn't know until weeks or maybe months later that, oh yeah, Lante came over here because some we went over there and handled it. Okay, you know, like, cool. So this time was nothing different. Like Lante ran up over there because these boys was harassing him and following him around. Mind you, I've talked to these boys on numerous occasions about them fucking with my baby. And I meant business every time I talked to them. It was never no calm tone, talking, sit down, let's figure out what's the issue, because they're 16 and 17 years old. And that's still up for debate because I want to say they grown at this point, because I remember specifically my baby was 12 when he was getting into it with these individuals. And I remember hollering like, my baby only 12 and you 16 and you 15 and da-da-da. But they still going with the same storyline that they 15 and 17, which I still don't know if that's true. I feel like they're lying. I do remember being a kid at once, like when you was 13, you was telling people you was 15. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they was lying then or are they lying now. So that's neither here or there because it's going up and it's stuck when it's about my baby. So it ain't gonna be no long story short, so I ain't even gonna say that. So if you don't want to sit and let me get my story out, go ahead and click off the video. But so I told my niece, let me call you back because I'm finna be on the way to the house anyway. So I call Lante. Lante tells me he's at the boy's house. That's like our cousin. So he like, I'm in my cousin's house. I was like, so what happened? What boy punched you? He said, you know which boys I'm talking about. The boys that you always have to have something to say to them about because they always messing with me. And I knew exactly who he was talking about. So I scurred right up over there. And on my way there, I kind of lost my way because I haven't been over there in a long time. It's kind of confusing. But I met him and the cousin on the corner because they was on their way back to the apartments because he was going to go handle that for Lante. And I really appreciate him. Us moving from Wisconsin to Arizona, I don't have anybody to fight my kids' battles. I'm too grown to fight my kids' battles. And if I'm going to do that, it's got to be something serious. You know what I mean? Well, let me not even lie. It don't even got to be that deep. And I'm laughing to keep from crying because it really get like that. Like, it really get dangerous in these streets when it comes to my kids. I lose all common sense, okay? So anyway, I see him and the cousin, and they had a dog, and I hear Lante like, you coming with us? And I'm already like, huh? Not with that dog, you ain't. I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. Like, no shade. But ain't no dog getting in my car. Like, and he already knew that. He's like, I don't think your mom's going to let me put my dog in the car. I was like, it ain't. Shit, it ain't. I was like, but I do appreciate you taking my baby up under your wing and, you know, handling that for him. But they didn't ever find the boys. So we exchanged numbers. So next time Lante ain't got to run all over there. He can call him and he can pull up or, you know, come with his dog and his crew, whatever, to get the job done. It can be via phone instead of my baby wasting his time going all the way down to his house when he not a hot jump and a skip. You know what I mean? It's a little ways up the street, especially if it's emergency and it's a situation like this where a motherfucker bullying you and following you around. Now, I know, let's start off by saying, I know Lante not an innocent child. He has his fair share of finding trouble. We all know this. If you're not, you know, new to the channel, y'all done heard numerous situations with Lante. I don't know if y'all feel like he's a bad kid or do trouble find him, but I'm still trying to figure it out. My baby not a bad kid. Like, he's not. I just think I'm a little biased to it all, but he's not a bad kid. So Lante like, yeah, but I'm not really clear on where it took place, what made Lante run over there and like was, you know, I don't know what really took place, but in so many words, Lante told me the boy was picking and talking shit. And my son said he was talking shit back. I think he's like, he called me a bitch and I called him a bitch back. And I've already told y'all that in the past, like, I do not condone my kids cussing or, you know, using vulgar language on any day. But we all been kids before, and you gonna pop off when you feel like you need to pop off. That's just it. That's all. And we mostly do it when our parents ain't around. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't allow him to cuss. One thing I've told him, don't be disrespecting your elders. So that's any adult. I don't care if it's a lady at the gas station versus your teacher or your auntie or your friend's friend, or, you know, don't be cursing in front of adults, because if they come and tell me, I'm going to get on that ass. But when you amongst your friends, you know your friends be cussing, you going to cuss too, especially when they disrespecting you, calling you hoes and bitches and shit. You're going to clap back the same freaking way. Let's not pretend like everybody perfect and don't nobody swear when their parents ain't around. So yeah, he telling me the story in real time, and he's being very I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking. He's being very boisterous and letting me know exactly what had said verbatim and stuff. So he said that the boy ran up on him and punched him on the side of his head. I don't know how it went, but he said the boy punched him. And Lante said he was running and trying to like get away from them, and they still kept following him around, taunting him. And he was like jacking to them like, y'all keep messing with me, I'm gonna go get my cousin. And prior to that, Lante haven't been over there to that cousin house in a while, like over a year, I know. But I recently was talking to Kiwi on the phone Sunday, because this happened Monday, on FaceTime, and she had brought up the time that how Lante used to go over to her friend's house when he got in trouble, and we laughed about it because nobody knew that Lante was in trouble. He would just go to this friend's house and ask for help, and they would look out for him because, like, friendships build into, like, being family, and they want to ride for Lante like they would one of their family, like they little cousins or something, so they treat Lante like that. So that's how Lante ended up over there. He was telling the boys, like, y'all keep fucking with me, I'm gonna go get my cousin and they gonna do that to you. Like, we gonna get on that. Yeah. So I guess they followed Lante to his house. That's what Lante was saying. But the boys were nowhere to be found by the time I met up with them on a quarter with the dog. So after we exchanged numbers, I got Lante in the car and we started circling around the neighborhood to known places that we would think these boys were at. And Lante was talking to somebody from the apartments, that's his friend, and he was saying that they had word that they was at the Circle K. The same Circle K where his scooter was supposedly dropped off at or whatever. Pay attention. So we get to the Circle K. I don't see him. So mind you, I'm leaving out of Circle K like, babe, I don't know where they at. And I'm asking him what they had on. And I do remember Lante saying one of them had on a blue shirt. And then one of them had on a pink shirt. I'm driving past, like, I do a whole U-turn in the middle of the street, y'all. Like, this shit was so not legal, like... But I'm like, Lante, I think that's them. And Lante, like, I don't know if he was scared or nothing, because he's like, nah, man, I don't think that's them. I said, no, Lante, that's them. I got good 20/20 vision, okay? I know that's them. They're in the middle of Walmart parking lot playing chicken with the shopping carts. That tells you a lot right there. Like, why are y'all even at these people's store on their property playing with their damn shopping carts? First and foremost. So I'm flying, vroom, vroom. People all in my way. I'm zipping through the little stop signs in the parking lot and everything. And I pull up so fast, I barely let the car get in park. Me and Lante both popped the lock and got out on point. Okay, we was synced. Like, we ran out. I said, didn't I tell you MFers got to F with my baby? Didn't I tell y'all that? Oh, I said, Lante, get on that. Like, Lante, handle that. Lante walked straight up, like, on business. Like, I wish I could put the phone down. Like, I never seen my son so serious, y'all. But, okay. So, Lante, get out the car line. What's up? What's up? And so he ran up to the boy. He was like, boom, boom, boom. 3-pieced him just like that. The boy, his eye instantly went red. He copping, please. Oh, no, I don't want to fight him. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hit your son. I said, you hit my son. You hit my motherfucking son. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, I'm turned, y'all. I'm turned. And then the boy, his brother is supposed to be 17, y'all. I'm pretty sure he 18, 19, a senior at this point. Because the last couple years that we've been dealing with them, they were screaming they was sophomore. The younger one was a sophomore, and he was 17, 18 then. So, like, it's just not adding up to me, y'all. That's not really important, but it is, because age matters when it comes to tussling, like, fair game. Like, they do it with MMA fighters and real boxing. Like, you have to be in your weight class. They don't go by age, but most likely they go by weight class and stuff. And they not definitely in the same weight class. And I ain't gonna throw no shade toward the little fellas. They they built up. You know what I mean? They got I'm sorry. They got a little muscle to them. Like, I can see, and they always got their shirts off, so they got, like, they cut. Cool. My baby ain't cut up like that. You know what I mean? He ain't cut up like that. He ain't even trying to, you know, do all that to even get his body right there or whatever. But anywho, Y'all, so, but I'm just dumbing it down for y'all because it was so heated. Like, I wasn't thinking. I was just ranting and raving and ranting and raving. And they was walking away from us. So I got back in my car and I followed them and I was jacking to them like, stay right here. Because, mind you, the dude with the dog, the cousin, he had went back home because we thought we was going to be done with this and catch them on another day. But I was too hot and heavy about it. I said, we're going to catch them today. Okay? So I'm telling them, yeah, we gonna see y'all. Woo, 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 woo. And I don't know what made me follow them, but they went to the back of Walmart. I hopped out my car again, and we arguing and going back and forth and stuff. And they making empty promises, basically cock and please, but at the same time talking about if I let them fight, they was scared that I was gonna jump in, and they was like telling Latte, when your mama not around, we gonna get at you, and this and that, and that made me mad. I said, oh, you gonna wait till I'm motherfucking gone to get my baby? You making threats? Then as soon as I started getting amped up about that, he like, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. I said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I literally just heard you say it. So y'all, like, I picked up a little rock and stuff. I wanted to, but I was like, nah. And Lante kept running up on them, and I kept telling Lante, chill, because we're going to let somebody else do it, because at this point, I don't even know what their real ages is. So I'm like, they still in the wrong. Like, I just felt like they are older than 15 and 17. So that's why I didn't really want my baby to get in that pay. But you win some, you lose some. Like I always tell my son, you may not win every fight. It's okay to win, lose, or draw. Long as you get in the field, I'm gonna be supportive and proud of you regardless, because you ain't no hoe out here. So anyway, by the time I got back in my car, because we was following them, walking around, following them, and I'm like, I got my whole car door open and stuff, so I had to go back and get my car, and then they disappeared. So we went on this whole ram chase where my sister called me, my niece called me, trying to tell me about her interview. And I'm like, baby, I can't talk about no interview because the shit going down, woo woo. And then they like, what's going down? They heard what was going down. My sister instantly got in her car and met up with me, and we both separated and circled blocks looking for these boys, and we couldn't find them. I have a clip that I'm gonna insert. It has like a little bit of what went down, but I don't know how YouTube feel about fighting, but nobody made a connect. Like, it's really Latte just squaring up and all that. And then the police showed up because we was on a corner, like a four corners, and it was hot. Like, it was like a lot of people, traffic and stuff. And when we was arguing, I seen the police in a turning lane, so he heard all the commotion. I think he called his buddies, and all you see, it was 7 police in total that pulled up to the scene. And I was like, everybody get in the car. Like, we don't got to talk to the police. Get in the car. Ain't nobody committed no crime. And then I made some ignorant remark. I was like, it's Black History Month. We can solve our own issues. We don't need y'all officers' help. Nobody called y'all. Y'all not wanted here. But when the little boys seen the police, they turned up, calling me bitches, flipping me off, and doing all this extra shit. I'm like, y'all will do that when the police here. We'll see y'all back at the apartments, because mind you, we was right across the street from our apartments. So after I get my mama in the car, Latte steady jumping out the car, trying to run up on the boy, but they was like real spaced out. You'll see from the video that we wasn't that close, because the police had took them further away from us to talk to them or whatever. We weren't willing to talk. Nobody that was in my crew was willing to talk, and I'm jumping all over the place because it's getting super, super long. But a boy that my niece know that stay at the apartment, he do boxing, like he do that shit for a living type shit, and he's still in high school, so he kind of know about the situation with the boys because we done had encounters with them before, and my man said he'll pay him to whoop they asked for our son and shit like that. So like he already knew the deal, so he was there too, and then another dude was there to fight for Latte. But Latte was ready to handle it himself just in case it went left. I was going to send them in because I can't personally jump in. Although I did probably threaten the little boy and tell him I'll jump in on y'all if my baby lose. Or I don't know. I don't remember saying that, but you going to hear in the video, like, he keeps saying that, if they fight, I'll let them get their rounds. But his mom said if he loses, she's going to jump in. Woo, woo. And I kept reassuring him, baby, I'm not going to do that. That's when I didn't have my enforcements with me. I have 2 people here ready to get in the field. I don't have to jump in. And I trust both of them. And I don't have to do all that, but they didn't want to do that until the police all came. So long story short, we left. And, yeah, I had to keep dragging Latte back in the car. Like, get the fuck in the car before the police have a reason to talk to us. Right now, we ain't committed no crime. Let's go. So we left and went back to the house, and we was taunting them because we parked our car and came back to the same corner and watched them talk to the police for another 10, 15 minutes. Then the police let them go, so me and my sister started walking back, but they was kind of behind us, and then we was telling him, we ain't done. And my sister was like, oh, you getting that ass beat today. Like, we was jacking to them, but we mad. Like, I'm tired of y'all bullying my son at this point. Y'all are fucking bullies. Y'all know he younger than y'all. Y'all know that y'all ain't equally yoked. So what's the problem? So yeah, we was hot and heavy about the shit. So yeah, that was kind of the gist of it all. And then there was a video that I posted on Snapchat with the police walking up, and I pretended like I wasn't even involved in the situation because he was trying to come and get information from me, and I was like, nah, I don't got nothing to say. I'm just an observer. But I was lying or whatever. But yeah.
Exactly. No, he said you popped him in his head and ran off on the scooter. We were at Burger King. He on his way. He on his way. He on his way. You wasn't at no Burger King. Quit saying that bullshit.
We were at Burger King.
Where was you at before Burger King?
We were riding around in the
exactly. And you hit him and ran.
No, we didn't.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Hell no, you ain't no motherfucking 15. Last year y'all was talking that 16-year-old shit.
I'm 15. He's 7. He always comes up to. I did not smack him. I didn't pop or anything.
You hit him? Come on, Wayne.
No, he said that I hit him.
Wait to the street light.
He said that I hit him. Well, he said that I hit him.
You gonna have to go around, sir. You gonna have to go around.
Nobody hit him. He's saying that I was riding on the mini bike and
he ran all the way to our cousin's house. Why would he do that if it nothing happened?
Because he was saying that we were trying to park and then he said
Anya,
his best friend Anya said that we were to her.
There go Anya right there. Okay, we're gonna get it all sorted the fuck out. Because I done told you time and time again about mine. I done told you time and time again about mine. And you don't want to come see me. You want to handle shit on your own, right?
Going to Idaho. I'm not out of PO officer and shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Anya.
That's even better. Let me get that information. You ain't got to talk to me because I'm the only one who matter. I birthed him.
Nobody put his hands on him. Anya can't. Exactly.
And you lying. I just think y'all ass on the mini bike the other day in the parking lot. Y'all liars. You're liars. They was just on that mini bike. Stop fucking lying. Hurry up. Ain't no car coming. Hurry up. Run. Anya, they saying you got something to do with it. Wait, Lante. He said he didn't hit you. Right.
Listen. Hey,
now what happened?
This is the
He
only
did
time.
my baby.
I wasn't here. I just got here.
Let me tell you something. This is the only time he wants to hit my brother because you're around.
What? You're always because he don't need me. Why would somebody? Okay, if that's true, if that's true, if that's true that he don't want to hit you when I'm around, what you doing when I'm not around?
Why can't we run it? But I don't want to. It's because I'm 15. He's
He
13.
run it, Lante. Run it.
Chris.
Run it, Lante. Run it.
No, the only way you. Because if I stop it. Stop it.
Run it.
The only way
Run it.
Stop it. The only way my brother's running this shit, nobody intervenes.
What?
I'm not letting anyone intervene if they're running this.
Oh, he got a PO and they go to police.
She's gonna jump in if they're fighting.
No, I'm not gonna jump in.
You just said
That's
that.
oh, now you 15. I thought you were 17. No, let's go to the apartments because the police right here. Let's go to the apartments on my mama.
This shit, wow. Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing. We observers.
Are you involved with any?
No.
No.
You got the sold up. It's like 4 police out here. but that was the story time, y'all, of shit, Lante getting his lick back on my mama. He got his lick back, and that's all that needed to be done. Like, he been got his lick back way at Walmart, but I was still amped up, and it wasn't enough for me. I needed them to get beat. They need to get beat so they know to stop messing with my son and stop thinking that we're a game and I'm just a bunch of talk. Okay? You can take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood about me. Like, I'll handle it in the streets before I go police. And I'm not with none of that. But, yeah, so that's what happened, y'all. And I see I've been talking to y'all for 21 minutes. Y'all know I can't get shit straight to the point. So it is what it is. And I'm going to just leave this as a story time for you guys. I'm not going to mix it up and try to give y'all a vlog. But I probably will vlog today. And I just got off of work and I put on me some pajamas. And I'm going to go pick up my kids from school. And I don't think there's any more detail that I'm going to say, because I'm going to cut this video at some point and insert the little clip that I did get, but I wasn't invested like I should be, because I was really in real time trying to see what the fuck going on. I wasn't thinking about recording, but I already was vlogging that day, so I said, ooh, pull out your camera, try to get some footage so when you do your story time. But I did a horrible job at recording, but you can get the gist of it. You will get the gist of it. And I love having receipts when I'm telling story times, because I'm not pump faking. I'm not on here trying to get y'all to engage and tune in on some, on some lying shit, okay? But, and then it was some more stuff that happened earlier in the day or the day before or something, but I'll just leave that for today's vlog, because I'm going to just go ahead and make a day in the life vlog for y'all. Just trying to keep up with the videos. And like I said, please be patient with me, y'all. I'm trying to really stay consistent 2026. So I am just pulling out the camera randomly, but I'm not able to find the time to sit down and actually edit and put it out there for y'all guys. So give me grace. Be patient with your girl. And I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, this is going to conclude the story time on how we almost went to jail. Like, we did almost go to jail because pretty much Lante did assault the boy, but he was getting his lick back because you assaulted him first. And I need to find the rules on that. Like, well, he would have just got a ticket, y'all, like a disorderly conduct ticket, or can he get assault charges pressed on him because he's 13 now? I don't know too much about the law when it comes to that. But if you do, drop it down in the comments for your girl, because I'm trying to educate my son moving forward, because he is 13 and he is going to probably have encounters with police. And I want him to know how to stand up for himself and utilize his rights at a very young age, because we all know how our black men grow up to be in the system, or the police they already have a target on their back. Let's start there. So I just want him to be able to, know his rights and stick up for himself and protect himself when he's around law enforcement. So with that being said, thank y'all all for tuning in. But this will conclude today's story time. And if I remember something that I didn't remember to interject into this, I'll just put it in the next vlog. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I was hot and heavy that whole day. Like, I didn't even know how to go back home and calm down. Like, I was just so turned, y'all. But it was fun, you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye!